And you're welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking with us even till now. Thank you so much. And it is time for us to have our lifestyle conversation here on the Cocoa Digest Morning Show. It is me, Miriam Abena Adede, and today I have a very special guest with me in the studio to discuss this very important topic that is very essential in shaping our day-to-day lives and also our relationships as well. But before I introduce my guest and then the topic, I hope you enjoyed that beautiful tune by Eno Baroni and Kim Paluta, Soja Go, Soja Come. Right, so just as I said, today we are discussing the importance of courtesy in modern relationships, and we want to delve into understanding how respect shapes connections between boys and girls. And I'm doing this with our very own Na Juyo Oshedu Wobolojete. I know she's going to. Right, so she happens to be an alternative dispute resolutions practitioner, a counseling and also a mentor. Sorry. And she is a traditional administrator as well. And right, let's get straight into knowing our guest. Hello, Na.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm blessed.
I'm also blessed,
and
I'm highly privileged to have you with us in the studio today. I hope I mentioned your name right.
Yes, you got it.
I got it right. Okay. So for better, way of pronouncing it, please mention your name again with all humility.
My name is Najuyo Oshedu Wobolojoete Chofayelo.
Exactly. Would you like to give us a brief, into understanding your name, because it sounds very rich and heavy.
It's always about the meaning of my
name.
Oh, where are my ancestors and fathers? They should change my name. My name is a very ordinary name. It's a typical Ga name, not our everyday clan name, okay, but it has some connotations of our clan or tribe in it. So yes, I am Ga, and yes, I am a royal, and yes, I am from La Agbawe Beleng.
Exactly, well said. Thank you so much, Na. Now, let's get straight into our conversation. Today we are discussing courtesy, and we want to know how important it is in our day-to-day lives and also our relationships. And we are discussing this mainly because of the comments you and Numo passed during our special Homo edition. Yes, you made mention of the fact that when it comes to courtesy, it is just during Homo that you experience how courteous the youth are when they respect others and other things.
Said that. Yes, I remember.
And we said no. Then this is like a concern, a public concern that we need to talk about, right? Yes, and so let's start with the basics. Now, to you, how would you say courtesy is, or what would you say courtesy is?
Courtesy is simply showing politeness, kindness, and respect to people. It doesn't matter their age, it doesn't matter their status, stature, or even their appearance. Because sometimes, yes, we all know appearance can be very, very deceptive.
Yeah.
But as human beings in our day-to-day lives, dealing with people, you can't live in isolation. So definitely you meet people. And when you meet people, there's a need for you to, show them respect and be polite.
Okay, right. How would you say this courtesy is very important in, our lives, very essential in our day-to-day lives?
Okay, so let's be practical.
Okay.
We were brought up by parents or guardians. Okay, so right from the beginning, there's an order or a hierarchy.
Okay.
So a child is birth to a parent.
Okay.
And those parents are supposed to bring the children up according to the tenets or the acceptable norms of wherever the child was birthed. Yeah. So this child is brought up or socialized based on where he or she is coming from. as we grow, we pick things, we learn things, we get to meet people, we see other cultures and all that. All these things goes into shaping our lives. Your ability to pick what is good or what will help you defines what you become. Now, how you use what you pick also influences what you gain. So let's say you're standing by the roadside or you're going down the elevator and then you meet somebody. You can decide to greet the person or not to greet the person. No one will force you, right?
Yeah.
But how will you feel yourself? Even when you greet the person doesn't respond, it leaves you with some satisfaction that you have done the right thing.
Yeah.
And this consciousness is what helps you to know that, okay, whether someone is watching or not, I will do or I will always do the right thing. So a child is socialized through this means. Now, courtesy becomes very, very important to us because it is a connect. I meet you, the way I go about welcoming you or, ignoring you tells me a lot about you. For people who have studied human, psychology and all that, they will read deeper into it and see whether is this person all right. Sometimes some people are not well, but we don't know.
Yeah.
We just assume that these ones
fine.
don't respect, they are blah, 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 but they are actually not well. So for them, they will delve deeper. People who do all this psychology and all this, but for our everyday thing, if you see somebody, you greet the person doesn't respond, what comes to mind? Either the person is impolite, uncouth, uncultured, or the person simply didn't even hear you greet, or the person didn't see you give a gesture that shows that you're greeting or something. Or the person you see is not what you're seeing. So it comes in many, many forms. Your ability to be able to tolerate or to, deal with people, even in those negative instances, shows how matured you are, how courteous you are, and then how you have perfect your act. So that even if somebody is showing you everything that says that, oh, this person is trying to throw me away, ask yourself that, will my ignoring this person, not ignoring the person as in paying back in the person's own coin, do me good, or ignoring their attitude, behaving as if I haven't because I need to pass through to the next stage, will that help me rather than my fighting the person or trying to antagonize the person? So knowing when to even correct a person is an act that you need to perfect.
Wow. Wow. The conversation has started already. And if you just joined us, this is the lifestyle segment of the Cocoa Digest Morning Show. And I'm having an interesting conversation here with Na Juyu Oshedu Wabolodrete, a Queen Mother, of course, and she's in the right position to advise us or to teach us on how to be courteous, of course. That is how we are living. I mean, we aim to, dive into the significance of being courteous and also explore the various respectful, behaviors and other things that will help us live with each other in a peaceful society. And so you can join the conversation by sending in your messages to our WhatsApp number and also our Facebook platforms as well. And you can also call in because we'll give you the opportunity to call in and ask any question you want to ask Na, and she will gladly answer that. Now, let me come to you now. What are some of the basic courteous behaviors that you can mention to us if someone is watching? What are some of the basic forms of courtesy?
The golden rule is to smile. It does a lot of magic.
Wow.
Don't laugh, but smile. Yes, I wouldn't say that go smiling at somebody who is crying or weeping.
Yeah.
But you have it at the back of your mind that you need to keep a smiling face
At
all
all
the
time.
time. Yes.
Even when you are not too happy. You know, there are days you
So
wake
I
up
didn't
and
say laugh.
smile.
I said smile.
That is very
It
difficult.
does a lot for even your facial features. The muscles and all that, they need it. The nerves and all that. And then the hormones that comes from that smile. It does a lot for your own system.
So now,
that is the first one.
You know, there are some people who hardly smile. Does that mean they are not being courteous?
No. So
Okay.
I am prepping you ahead of meeting anybody
Okay.
that you might meet.
Okay.
Including people who are sick, like I said. There are a lot of people, if we say we're doing proper analysis, we'll realize that a chunk of our population need to be assessed or, yes, to be given attention. So, yes, there are a lot of, somebody might even take it as an offense that you are smiling. Why are you smiling?
Yes.
But
Exactly.
it is my face.
Yeah.
So have it at the back of your mind that whatever it is, I will smile. Even if I want to correct you, I will smile. And it diffuses the tension and all that. So have it at the back of your mind that you always, no matter the situation or circumstance, just smile.
Smile.
That is the first one. The second one is to have the basic golden keys, the words. Please, may I, can I, would you mind? Ask people's permission before you get into their domain. Ask their permission because you don't know what the person is going through, and that is where your question of my unhappiness
Yes.
versus smiling
Yes.
comes to bear.
Yes.
I am not happy, so you don't expect me to be smiling. But if I have mastered my act, you didn't provoke my annoyance, so why do I have to bring it on you? Okay, so in order to facilitate our meeting, whatever we have to do, our encounter and engagements, I have to have it at the back of my mind that my challenges, whatever is annoying me, shouldn't come to the table of our discussion or our meeting. So how do I curb it? That's why I must have it at the back of my mind that no matter what, even if you have frowned, I will smile and it will diffuse you. It is infectious. It will cause you to, calm down a bit for us to be able to make meaningful interactions or engagements.
Okay.
So the key words that you use to activate somebody who is stiff uptight there is to, please the person. Good morning. Don't go asking how are you. Because if the person is not feeling well or the person, is not happy,
Yes.
your how are you comes as, well, is this one coming to test me or something? So don't go that way. But please, I need direction to this place. Please, I want to talk to. Please, I am looking for. Those are keywords you shouldn't forget. And then you are now in the person's domain. You need their permission to go to the next level. So you have activated your posture. You have also activated the beginning of your engagement. Now you need permission to penetrate.
Yes.
And that is where you have to ask the person, may I? Can I? So let's be mindful of our choice of words in dealing with people. Yes, my boss just came to my desk and spoke to me anyhow. So I am vexed. But that should not affect my work. However, I am human. Until I activate my perfecting act to fit for purpose, I will have to, take a moment. Now, in that moment, you walk into my office, and then you have a whole barrage of questions. Hey, I'm looking for your boss, blah, 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 blah. Miriam Chair, I have a problem.
Yeah.
Then you bring yours. So let's know how to behave in the environment we find ourselves. It is an office. You are also coming to an office. Know that your tone, your choice of words, and all that can affect that environment. The language, the tone, the choice of words we use varies from place to place. For instance, the way you will speak in the market varies from how you will speak even at the sports stadium.
Yeah.
And the way you speak at your friend's birthday party is different from how you speak when you go to a formal dinner or a formal corporate, event.
Yeah.
They are very, very different. The way a lecturer will speak to a class at the lecture hall is still different from how that same lecturer will speak at a seminar when delivering a paper.
Yeah.
So knowing when to speak, how to speak, and what to say is also very important in showing courtesy to people. So we don't have to forget these things in order to perfect our act.
Right.
Of course.
On the issue of knowing what to say, how to even say it, and where to say it, there are some people that have said, oh, for me, this is how I am. There's nothing that can change me. Even when they are happy, they are angry. Like they have those two.
Dual.
Yes.
That is where perfection comes in. So know when to play which card. Okay? So let me use myself again as an example. In my corporate life, okay, there are things I am supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
And then when I come to my traditional office, there are things that I do.
Yes.
Now back home, I have things that I do. So every day, if I don't wear at all, I have 3 different characters that I wear. How do I wear them proudly and perfectly?
Yeah.
Okay? Until you perfect and make a determination that this is how I want to be seen or this is how I want to behave, the consciousness will not come for you to be able to achieve that.
Yeah.
So when you are coming to work, put on your work character.
Okay.
Okay? If you don't do that, of course we are humans, we may, falter from time to time. But it gets better with time.
Yeah.
With determination that you want to do it, you will do it. Yes, you are the loud type, but you find yourself working in an office where there's a studio. Should you go about shouting and speaking on top of your voice? No. So the moment you enter this door, you know that in this space, I am Mimi.
Yeah.
Am I the Mimi myself walking about in my hall or in my bedroom or in singing and cooking in my kitchen? No. You can't bring that aspect of you here unless you decide that it's a cook thing on your show. Okay? Yeah. So even that, if you can dance and squat and do all the moves in your kitchen, when you're cooking on set, you won't be able to do that. It won't be appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So have it at the back of your mind that, okay, I am going to work. And work requires that I do A, B, C, D. In between what I am expected to do, there are other people that I am dealing with. And because they all come from different backgrounds, we have clash of characters, attitudes, behaviors, and all that. They all come to play. But we are all supposed to work under a certain umbrella. That's why we have code of ethics and all that in our office spaces to guide us.
Exactly.
So that we will be able, when you close and you get into your car, scream and say, oh, I am done. Vent it out, if that is how you do it. But do it in the privacy or the comfort of your own zone. That will not affect others.
Thank you so much, Na. The conversation is very interesting. We have a few comments here. So this is from Rose Entertainment, and she's saying, "Good morning, Queen Mother. You're looking so good."
Thank you.
Okay, and this is from D&J Ventures, and watching you live from Spinters. Good morning. Good morning to you. And the same person is also saying, "Educating conversation. I'm following." Okay, thank you so much for following our conversation. And we also have Akman Multimedia. "Good morning, Najiu. I love your counseling."
Thank you.
Okay, so you can keep sending in your comments and, questions to our WhatsApp number, and we'll gladly read them out. Na is here to answer all your questions, so be fast. Okay. Now, on the issue of the use of please, may I, should I, can I, some people, tend to say anytime it is being used, or some people overuse it to the extent that they attack that as being timid. Like when you use please, it looks like you're scared of the person. It looks like I have this roommate of mine, when we got to the university, our first year, our first meeting, I said, "Oh, please, can you hand over the key to me?" And she was looking at me. And, in our subsequent conversations, I kept saying, "Please, may I?" And she asked me, why? Because she wasn't brought up like that.
Exactly.
When you need something, you just say it straightforward.
Exactly.
So it looks like I'm being timid and other things.
You're not being timid, and you're not overusing these words. Now, as I said, we all come from different backgrounds. Our orientations are not the same, but when we find ourselves in certain places, we are defined or we are guided by the rules pertaining to that place.
Yeah.
So in the office, we know that we have certain words that are acceptable and those that are not. We have certain courtesies or gestures that are acceptable in the office and not accepted elsewhere. These things are supposed to guide us. We also come from backgrounds. You know that there are some people, even when they want to insult you, they'll still, use the please word.
Please let me insult you.
Or they will, they will even tone the voice down. But their insults are even deeper than the one who will hurl it at you or hit your head with their words. These are things that we can't do much about it because you didn't choose your tribe, neither did you choose your family or clan. But as we are evolving, growing, meeting people, what we are doing is that we are exchanging attitudes, we are exchanging courtesies, we are exchanging ways of doing things. Some are good, some are bad. Okay?
Yeah.
So as an individual, it is up to you to say that you want to live this kind of life. So that if somebody feels that you give eye service, so-called, as we say it, by using the please word or by being humble or showing courtesy all the time, they think you are timid. It is your style. So long as it doesn't, it is not an obstacle to what you're supposed to do within that environment, let them continue saying what they say. Those who are happy about your attitude, you can't please everybody. But those who are happy about it, they are fine. If you use please for somebody and the person dislikes it, perhaps that person has also been used, please has been used for that person negatively. And because of that, they have, become, the word please itself no longer pleases them. It reminds them rather of what they have gone through. Okay? So don't inherit people's challenges and people's inabilities to show courtesies. Because there are others who were brought up such that you need to be tough, you need to be
Yes,
crude,
yes,
you need
exactly.
to be, yes, it's their orientation.
Yes.
Work and dress codes may change them physically, I mean, appearance-wise. But when they speak, you know that, did I hear these words from that lady?
Yeah.
Then you begin to question that, oh, so this lady, despite her looks and everything, is this the filth that comes out of them?
Wow.
So it's better for somebody to say that you're always saying please than somebody else saying that you're very disrespectful.
Exactly.
Yes.
We have some comments here. Let me read them and we'll continue with our conversation. This is from TA and he's saying, I'm enjoying every bit of the conversation. It is very insightful. Okay. And good morning to you, Mimi, and your guest and the entire team. You are doing marvelously well. Cocoa Digest Morning Show to the world. Thank you so much. I'm Daniel from Koforidua. This conversation goes to the ladies because some of them don't know how to talk to people. Okay, thank you so much, Daniel, for raising your concern.
It's true.
Now is also saying it's very true. Some ladies do not know how to talk at all.
It is a canker that is growing in our society, which is not good.
Yeah.
Before now, we know that even the strongest and the toughest of women are mindful of what they say, especially in public and to other people. But these days, for some strange reasons, about 20, 25 years ago to date, the issue of freedom of speech, freedom of association, rights, and all that has eaten deep into our moral fiber as a society.
Yeah.
And a lot of women are, culprits to this. They, in their quest to defend themselves, in their quest to be heard, in their quest to, not rub shoulders, but be equals with their peers and then their male colleagues, they have adapted certain, ways of doing things, including speaking and the choice of words.
Exactly.
So much so that it has rather given them a negative, impression. It's giving people negative impressions of them because, yes, don't go and play around in that office and don't allow people to play with you in that office. Therefore, when they were coming to join or corporate world, they have this at the back of their mind so much that they they activate all these defense mechanisms and they eventually they become monsters when they get to the top levels in the corporate structures.
Yes.
So now, colleague or junior staff who are females don't want to, have anything to do with them. And then the boys or the men also are careful because they realize that even when you're pointing things that are supposed to be accepted by this boss, at the back of the boss's mind, I really struggled to get there.
Yeah.
And we see them in the clergy, in the politicians, in the civil service, everywhere you find them. Go to the shops and all that. You have opened your shop, you left your house, you've opened your shop. Your aim is to sell. Before now, our grandmothers and mothers, they used to call customers. Today you walk into a shop and the shop owner sits aloof. And they are watching you as if you came there, it is a museum, so you came there to just look at things. They don't even take advantage to sell you alternatives to what you're looking for. They won't even show you where you find what you're looking for within their shop because you have arranged your things. I don't know whether you have what I am looking for. So if you offer me knowledge of products available, you would have made our work easier.
Yeah.
I could buy and even buy more because you showed me some courtesy.
Yeah.
But these days, we don't do these things.
Not at all.
We feel that, yes, I am in my shop and you came. If you want, buy. If you don't want, you can walk out.
Like you're doing
and their
them a
goods
favor.
are expiring.
Yeah.
And FDA will come and clamp it down for you.
Right. Now, thank you so much. And we also have a comment here. This is from Esther. Hello, good morning. I've learned a lot of things from today's discussion. I'm watching you live. Thank you so much, Esther, for bringing in your message. Now, we'll be wrapping up shortly, but you made mention of the fact that this is a canker. It's a serious issue.
It is.
How do you think we can curb this whole, courtesy issue? Because, I mean, a lot of people are really going through it.
Yes, we brought this upon ourselves. There are things it can't happen in my house. It will never happen because I never nurtured those things. You see, people must know their place right from the beginning. A child must know that I am a child. I have a right, but the right comes with responsibilities.
Yeah.
So as you raise a child to be assertive and all that, teach the child to know that there are responsibilities that comes with all these things.
Yes.
And therefore, if you break the law that protects your right, you have lost the right to demand for your rights.
Yes.
Do you get what I mean?
Yes.
Your duty as a child is to respect, obey, listen, and then speak when you are asked to speak.
Yes.
When you have a complaint, there's a way to channel it. You can't speak to your parents the way you speak to your siblings.
Yeah.
And even with your siblings, depending on where you find yourself, whether you are the senior or the junior, you should know how you speak and address each other.
Yeah.
However, if the fundamentals were right, you should know that whether your brother is the junior and you are the senior most, you will still go ahead and speak politely to your sibling. And by that, there won't be acrimonies, there won't be, offenses taken and all that. You will live happily. Now, when you raise children in this line or manner, and they go into the world, because they have been equipped with these fundamentals, they get it right.
Yes.
And so a colleague's attitude at the office will not disturb this child of yours. However, this child's attitude can, infect positively the others who don't have these acceptable, attitudes.
Right.
So it starts from the home. It is a canker today because we wholesomely decided to give people rights without responsibilities.
Exactly.
And we are doing that. Now we question wealth without, we praise wealth without questioning the source in this country.
Exactly.
So people are just chasing money and they don't care who they step on, who they hurt, who they offend to get the money. Because once they are up there rich, they will be celebrated.
Yeah.
So they twat all the acceptable norms, and then their aim is to... Now, when you get the money and your children are disrespectful, who do you blame?
Yourself.
Exactly. Because you brought them up that, yes, money can do everything, so I'll give you money. You gave them the money, and they started looking for trouble with the money for you.
Exactly.
And you are worried, who should check it for you? So charity begins
At home. Yes.
and we have to start.
Yes.
We need to correct what we have, wrong, and then make a conscious effort that going forward, the children we are bringing up, the people who work under us, our colleagues that we are learning with or working with, we have to make sure that we learn positive things and we also impact positive things so that the society will be better.
Well said. We are far, far behind time. Let me read a few comments, then we wrap up. Okay, so this is no name, but I love the conversation today. It is a very good day for education. This is what our society need at these times, because most of us are going through a lot of this kind of thing, and this kind of education is what we should be having on our channels today. Thank you so much for bringing in your comment, and that is what we at Clock TV, you know, want to do for you. We always want to educate you. Nana, hey, sorry, Manye. I've just been prompted. I've just been prompted. Okay, so let's talk about your Homowo Bazaar, which is upcoming, briefly.
Okay, so Homowo Bazaar is a 3-day Ghana Life ensemble.
Okay.
The idea is to harness indigenous commerce for growth.
Okay.
So what are indigenous commerce?
Okay.
The things we sell, our lifestyles and all that. We want to bring all these things together.
So that's the flyer on the screen.
And make some good money during this festive period. It's a train that moves as the Homowo moves from community to community. The maiden one is tomorrow.
Okay.
The opening ceremony starts at 10 in the morning from 10 a.m. to midnight daily till Sunday.
Wow.
So find time, make some time, come to Osudade Buena and come and experience a blend of tradition and modernity to take us to the next level. Because we can't say that all the things that our forefathers used to do were wrong. And we can't say that whatever we are doing now, we are getting it right. But we have the future to take care of. If we pick what was good the other time and add it to what is good now, the future looks brighter and better.
And I'm more interested in the food. Which day are we having the food bazaar?
Sunday is the food.
You should expect
Tomorrow
me there.
is about costumes, Ghana costumes, traditional to modern day Ghana costumes.
Okay.
And then the Saturday is for entertainment, sports and games. Ghana entertainment, sports and games. Then the Sunday is yours truly, the Ghana food day.
Okay. Now, we have just 2 minutes, but there is a question here that has repeated. We want you to answer that, then we wrap up. So, good morning, Mimi. My name is Z. I'm really enjoying this show, and my question is, how can individuals effectively balance their freedom of speech with maintaining respectful and constructive communication, especially when they come from environments where courtesy is lacking, such as households where parents model disrespect? How can they balance?
So you can be the change agent in your home or wherever you find yourself. You see, tell yourself that I will make the difference and start correcting yourself. Then you can start, once you correct yourself, you realize that there are a lot of mistakes around you. Then you can start correcting. The best way to correct is to be the corrector, so that you yourself, you're doing the right thing. And by doing the right thing, it influences those around you to also emulate the right thing.
Thank you so much, Na. We've really learned a lot. I didn't know that smiling was a way of showing you are being courteous. So henceforth, if you see me smiling, please, I'm obeying a golden rule. So this is where we end the conversation here on the lifestyle segment. I had a conversation with Na Juyu Oshedu Wobolojete. Oh, God. Right. So we discussed the importance of courtesy in modern relationships, how respect shapes connections between boys and girls. Thank you so much for bringing in your comments. And we have some birthdays to do up next. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.
I heard today was your birthday. Today was your birthday.
All right, so you're welcome back. Now let's start with the first birthday celebrant. And this is from the Grafts, and it is to Benedicta, actually. And he's saying, happy birthday to Benedicta of SCC. Enormous blessings over her life today. God bless her new age. And this is not a birthday wish, it is an acknowledgement of your kind, awesome, and selfless personality. Thank you for being a solid bulwark, propping me along the life journey. It has been an amazing experience having to take plans, deliberate, and execute them with you. Since the early days of 2012, we used to just have crazy fun on here. May Sovereign God grant you all your heart's desires. Stay forever healthy, wealthy, blessed. Happy birthday, Chemu. This is from Wisdom to Khadija. Happy birthday, Khadija. You deserve all the good things in life. Have a wonderful year ahead. And, okay, so wishing my son a blissful happy birthday as he turns 5 tomorrow. May God perfect everything that concerns him. This is from Felix, your son. A blessed birthday to you, Reverend. May the oil on your head never run dry, and may wherever you go, you shall be a blessing. Okay. He is a reverend at the ICGC Divine Temple, Agona Stradro. Okay. This is from Clement Teria Okanta. And happy birthday to you, my girl. Praying that you will excel in your academics. God richly bless you. She is 12 years today. 12. And she looks very young here. Okay. Okay. From your sister, Joyce. Twice the wishes for twice the birthday fun. To my favorite twin brothers, may your day be bright and your future even brighter. To the twins who stand together, dream together, and celebrate together, may your birthday be just the start of a year filled with happiness and success. John and James. Okay, so our very own John, graphic designer. Okay, so from the production team to John, we are all saying a blessed birthday to you, John. Praying that you will continue to flourish in whatever you do. You shall never lack anything in this life. You are blessed and beyond measure. And our last birthday celebrant is our very own Anama McBrown, a TV personality, and we at Clock TV want to say a very big a big happy birthday to her. She's celebrating her birthday today, right? Right, so this is where we end the segment on lifestyle and also birthday. My name is Miriam Abnadede. Up next, Yara and her guests are taking us into, some serious health discussions. Stay with us, we'll be right back.